Just when you thought it couldn't get crazier when it comes to XRP, a Coinbase interlocutory appeal, Gruber Grewal going to a blockchain company, as well as, well, lots of traders going long on XRP. What is going on? Let's break down some key things for you all in this video. If you're bullish on XRP and you're still holding, hit that like and subscribe button, share it far and wide, because this one is crazy. That being said, let's get into the video. So I want to first touch on this. We talked about this on my live stream. Equally, it's been the hot topic of debate as Gruber Grewal leaves the SEC, steps down after years of targeting cryptocurrency. He was actually one of the key people in the whole SEC versus Coinbase case, as well as a key player in the Ripple case as well. Now, here's the crazy thing. Allegedly, he is going to a bank that offers the blockchain technology and ultimately tokenization of assets onto the blockchain. They are pro cryptocurrency. You couldn't write it if you tried. Again, absolutely defines the narrative that Gary Gensler has an absolute agenda against the cryptocurrency market. It can't be any more obvious than it is right now. This is absolutely wild. The fact that he is stepping down from the SEC after the same day, in fact, an appeal goes in against Ripple and XRP, and then he goes to a pro cryptocurrency competitor. Absolutely crazy to think about how this goes on. Now, let's kind of wind it back a little bit. I do want to go back to exactly the court case and what's going on. Now, remember, the SEC has appealed to the Second Circuit. Well, these are specific courts. In fact, there are about 13 of these courts across the US, District of Connecticut, Eastern District of New York, Northern District of New York, etc., etc. But ultimately, they apply the law as it exists at the time of which the appeal goes in. If a circuit court makes a decision that's based on the outdated law, it will be considered a waste of time and resources. Therefore, this ultimately is a case about money. It has to be in the current context of the law defining the country in which it's appealed against. So this is kind of a very important point. And I think this is ultimately why you have seen these people step down from the SEC. They know exactly what's coming, which is they're not going to win the case. It's kind of crazy to think about, and more importantly, as this kind of plays out. And I think that's why we then start to get into this. This is the case against Coinbase. And in fact, this is kind of where you understand that it is almost chaotic in its approach, because as much as the SEC has now appealed against the Ripple and XRP sales, well, Coinbase actually asked for an appeal on a similar ground to clarify the law. What is it about the Howey test? How do you define a cryptocurrency asset, a security, ultimately a determining securities and everything else? And it was thrown out. The view was that it wasn't required. Well, the SEC just brought it back. And that's why Coinbase right now has once again moved for an interlocutory appeal to understand and fight for clarity. Because at the minute, the SEC is making this even more complicated. So not only now do you have this really confused case against Ripple, this really confused appeal, you've now got Coinbase chomping at the bit to get hold of the SEC and ultimately define them for clarity. This is why you're seeing lots of traders going long. 76% XRP traders choose to go long. Good news for this altcoin. So lots of people right now going long, not only just on the market. We talked about this in the live stream. Ethereum USDT pairings now currently 72% are in a long position as opposed to short. But lots of people are bullish on where XRP is going. And I've talked about this a while. The whole narrative is nonsense. And if you were thinking about this, not in any case when it comes to the XRP, you truly would understand how crazy this actually is. The SEC appealing a decision that they wouldn't let Coinbase appeal, and then one of the people defining the SEC's judgment against crypto resigns, moves on. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And again, this is why people are going long on XRP. This is why people believe that we could see a $1 XRP by December. Experts predicting that we actually could see this break above the 58 line and rally above 60 cents in the not too distant future, which would obviously drive us into the back end of the year. And it says here, if it could alter XRP's current price trajectory, some investors worry that any change to the existing court ruling might lead to a sharp decline, which is fair play. But if there is no appeal, analysts predict XRP could rise above $1 by December. If this is actually thrown out on the complete nonsense that it is, well, this can only be good news. Remember, Judge Annalisa Torres never had a case overturned, never had a decision overturned, and never had an appeal against her decisions. Everything stacked against the SEC, and they continue to push on. Now, interestingly enough, we talked about this as a price structure yesterday for XRP, holding up in a nice green candle as Bitcoin rallies towards a $63,000 price point. That would be fantastic to see. Again, XRP in this consolidation range. This may be where we sit for perhaps a week. We've seen these kind of action again, similar to kind of these previous moves, but once again, like Bitcoin, this very obvious triple bottom pattern is really playing out, which you would then expect to come to the upside with a really positive move. 1, 2, and 3 are your triple bottoms with a positive move coming on the back of it. We're going to have to stay very close to this price action, but lots of positivity in my opinion. Now, interestingly enough, Trade Assist giving us some great calls here, both on some sell options and previously on some buy options. Don't forget the premium service as well as the basic service, giving you the best opportunity to trade your futures here on XRP and many other cryptocurrencies. Also, don't forget, we have an $8,000 sign-up bonus for MEXC. That link is down there in the description. So if you are interested in trading futures as well as using Trade Assist, do check out the links both in the description down below. And let me know what you think of all of this. There is definitely something going on that we are absolutely determined to unlock here on the 2Bit Crypto channel, so subscribe for all of that. But let me know what you think. There is definitely something not quite right about this appeal, and trust me, I'm going to get to the bottom of it. As ever, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.